G'day traders, Sam here from T2P Wednesday, 11th of June 2025. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and what are the macro potential moves and what trades we can take. We've been covering this in our forum on Discord significantly, and we've made some very good trades. We've found that bottom, we longed that bottom there, and we also found the bottom all the way down here, and we longed that as well. It's a hard trade, but we did it. We shorted right at the top, and we longed right here as well. So you can see we've been doing very well. If you just go to our forum, all the data's there on Discord. Okay, so what are we seeing right now? So what we do is we apply our Elliott wave methodology as well as fixed volume profile, as you can see. What we tend to think from an Elliott wave perspective is that we have 1, 2, pretty much 3, 4, 5 on a small time frame. On the bigger time frame, we're in a range. And what we said in our forum is that if we were to recover this level here, the value area high, so if we were to do this from there to there, and I think it was, I think it was before it dropped. Let's just do that. So you can see the value area high there. I said if we regain that, it's going to be bullish. So you can see this blue line, and if we just put it there, value area high, and now we'll get rid of it because it's just congested. You can see that line was a significant level. Value area high there, right? Once we, and you can see how it was resistance. Once we regained that, you see how it just went past really quick. On the smaller time frame, let's just go back to, all right, 4 hours. We're in this range now. In this range, we also did an Elliott wave count, and it was more likely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this was our entry on the small time frame perfectly. And I think it was basically, let's just get the chart, is this anchored VWAP that also solidified it. So this anchored VWAP that came just made sense. Anchored VWAP along with the Fibonacci, and if I recollect right, there, somewhere around there, the 618. So you got anchored VWAP and the 618 also taking out the liquidity at the bottom. So we've got a lot of liquidity all around here. So that liquidity, all the longs are coming in. This took them out. And then we back up again. So it's a liquidity hunt, Fibonacci, anchored VWAP. You can't go wrong with that percentage in your way. We also were looking at this corrective wave, and we start to be, okay, once it breaks above that, yep, there was also moving averages in this picture as well. So there was a whole bunch of stuff that made it a real good, strong support level. All right, so going back to what we're talking about from this range, we could potentially, so what we'll do is, this is the base. Let's just get rid of that for a sec. If this is our base for strength, and it's been proven all along here, and this is our top range. Now we can see that it aligns with certain methods. We have a base, 1, 2, 3. We can continue do that move, which is unlikely. What I'm looking at is this level here. That's the neckline. That's the resistance. Therefore, this is going to be strong resistance. This one has already taken it out on. It's already taken out some liquidity above that on Bybit. So we're looking at Coinbase here, but if we look at the Bybit, it's taking out these ones here, these more candles there. So that's a level of resistance. That wick has taken it out. So swing failure pattern. Let's come down A, B, C. We enter along here as well, guys, and then we're seeing this. So what we're looking at is potentially ranging. That's our bottom of the range, and that's our top of the range. So we might just continue doing that, and then look for the liquidity up here, and that's what we're going to look at. So if we look at this from a liquidity hunt perspective, if this comes down, we'll get that, and then potentially come back down again strong. We might just come down strong. However, there's a possibility that we can continue up like that. Corrective wave. This could be a flat correction as well. So we got our potential flat wave, and it might not come all the way down. It might come up to this level, the naked point of control, or we get this 5-wave count in some way. So this is going to be the difficult part. If it starts coming down, we're not sure where it will be, but we have our methodology to approach it, and we'll see what happens. But structural wise, we could potentially see ourselves in a flat correction. And so what we're looking at is potentially taking out some liquidity here, bit more liquidity, necklines there, come back down, and then we'll find support, and then one more move up to the upside, and then potentially coming down. But as you can see, we might be here for a while, and if this continues to hold above this neckline, then we're going to be bullish. However, I do think that we'll come back down, shake it out a bit, and potentially that is a major level for me to go along, because that is a neckline right in the middle, 50% level, and that makes sense to go strong. However, if it comes down here, it's a sign of weakness in my opinion, and then we could potentially come down further. So this is my approach at this point. Let's look at this small time frame. There is an opportunity to make some scalp trades, and here we go. So what we're seeing here is a bit of weakness, and in my opinion, there's a shorting entry. So if we were to do that, so we have one already coming in there. Chances are this, and then further down, and then back up again. So that is a potential. We're in the range. We didn't quite. So you can see Coinbase has taken out this level of liquidity. So that level is taken out by a swing failure pattern, and look at the strong move, liquidity taken out, even on a small time frame. And so this is likely to pull down if we stay in this range for longer. But in most cases, we look at this type of scenario, a good shorting position. If it comes quick, it's definitely a short, and then we'll see how it goes. But I do feel like this is a shorting position. Before, I think we're going to come back down again to get a rejection from the downside. We might even just tap in, and then the value area high, as you can see, that is still our strong support. Prices come up, bang, straight up, retested, and that was our entry. And then we entered some shorts here as well for the likes of Ethereum and Solana, because we're in the profit at the moment with all of them. And so I do feel like we're going to come back down again for this range, and then we'll see what happens. So we're in a range, mini range, potential trades, but yeah, definitely a shorting position, and then potentially a long position here, but you're in the profit, so you keep going. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. It's a quick one, just to give my perspectives, what to plan for, and react to it. And we post that in our Discord forum. All right. Thank you, and cheers.
There you have it. Please give Sam a like, share, and subscribe to his channel to support him for doing more of these posts.